Ecological issues, they affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
me ride.
All right, there we go. Folks, thank you for joining. Yes, it's a Friday night. Yes, don't check the calendar. And I do apologize. I meant to send out a notice. It wasn't until Lusty contacted me last night asking if there was a Weirdo Wonderland. I remembered, oh, yeah. So I'm on holidays, and I had meant to send out a notice I was going to do another Vaughn stream, and I completely forgot. Even like it just totally slipped my mind till like 11 o'clock last night. So I do apologize, but we're here now on a rare Friday night stream, folks. And we got some Vonhelton to get caught up on, courtesy of Fat Photog. Count them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 videos, folks, that Fat Photog has produced from the wealth of Vonhelton content. So we're going to do a little catch up here, but, and I haven't watched any of these new ones. I have no idea what's going on. So, but what I can tell is that Vonhelton's still living the dream, folks. Still out there doing it. So, let's have ourselves a little Friday night sit down and, see what the heck's going on, folks. Thanks for being here. Thumbs it up, and, let's get into it.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Oh my God, what do you say to this? Folks, this is incredible. Okay. There is a tarot card reader here on TikTok. I will not give out her name. But there's a tarot card reader here on TikTok that I was interested in, and that I thought actually might be my soulmate. So I leave her $1 on PayPal so that I could message her, okay? Because every time I tried to message her on her live show, it just kept scrolling off into oblivion, and she couldn't read it. And so in frustration, I said, well, hey, I'll leave her $1 on PayPal, and then that way I can leave her a message. Well, for some strange reason, she never read my message. I'm trying to get in the light here so you can see me, because TikTok doesn't like it when we're too dark. Anyway, so I left her a message saying, hey, we both have been attacked. We both have haters. We both have lost our inheritance. We both have had attempts made on our lives. And I'm thinking maybe we're soulmates, right? Because we have so many similarities. And so I left this message on her PayPal. Well, for some strange reason, she didn't even bother reading the message at all. And for some reason she apparently didn't even know she had gotten $1 on PayPal, which I find that very hard to believe, because PayPal notifies you when you get paid. So I don't know how the hell she didn't get notified that she had received $1. So anyways, I go on her live show just now. It's 3 a.m. Her time. My time, not her time, my time. And so I go on her live show and I tell her, hey, don't forget about the $1 I left you on PayPal, because apparently she didn't see the damn thing, which, like I said, is very strange, because PayPal notifies you when you get money. They're actually quite good about that. All right. So I don't know how the hell she didn't get notified about that $1. But anyway, the point is that when I went on her live show, and just now, as she's closing down her live show, she starts pulling cards. Okay? Now listen at what the spirits that she's aligned with told her about me. Are you ready for this shit? That I am one of the people that stole her inheritance, that have tried to kill her, and that I was even one of her neighbors that lived in her apartment complex. Okay? And I mean, even my haters are going to be freaking out over this video, because even my haters know I have nothing to do with this woman.
Yeah, it sounds crazy when you're on the other side of it. When you got some like delusional nutbag telling you that they were like, cheated out of their inheritance, and there's a conspiracy against them, and the doctors were involved, and I'm just saying, it sounds pretty crazy, right? Sounds pretty kind of almost unbelievable, some would say.
She's a tarot card reader on TikTok. I don't even know her. Okay? But listen to what her spirits, in air quotes, are telling her. that I'm one of her enemies, that I tried to kill her, that I live in her apartment complex, that I'm one of her neighbors, and that I was working with a Gemini to try and kill her again, a second time. Now, this is what her spirits, in air quotes, are telling her. All right? Now, my advice to you, dear, and I won't give out your name, but my advice to you, dear, is you need to get some different spirits. Because the spirits you're listening to have flat out fucking lied to you. I don't know you from Adam. You're a random TikTok person. I do not live in your apartment complex. I am not plotting to kill you. Holy fuck. And I don't even know this Gemini person, whoever it might be. I'm a loner. I'm living in my fucking car with my dog. Okay? I'm not plotting some kind of grandiose attempt to murder you. Holy fuck, lady. The spirits you're listening to are deceivers. Okay? The spirits you're listening to lied to you. I am not out to get you. In fact, I've got haters of my own. Let me explain to you what I've lost, dear. And I don't know if she's going to watch this video or not, nor do I care. But it's the point that I want to get this out, because this is just, I mean, these spirits that she's listening to, folks, were telling her that I was one of the people that have been harassing her for years, and that I am plotting with this person that is a Gemini to kill her yet again, and that I live in her apartment complex. No, honey, I live in my car. I lost everything. I lost my wife, my kids, my parents. I lost my inheritance, a $32 million inheritance. I lost all my stimulus checks. I lost everything. I've literally lost everything except this car, my dog, my PC back there in pieces, and this mobile device that I'm talking on.
It's like he's arguing with a mirror. He's literally just spitting everything back that this chick just said to him. Like, literally. Like, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, folks, but it's...
That's it. That's all I have. I am certainly not plotting against you to kill you. Holy shit. I strongly suggest, lady, that you get rid of whatever spirits you're listening to, because they are definitely steering your ass wrong. Okay? You know, I mean, holy shit. But what I find curious, folks, is that she didn't even bother to read the message I left her on PayPal, which I find fascinating. Because obviously if she had read the message, she would say, oh, well, this guy thinks, you know, we might be soulmates because we both have been attacked in the past. But this is better. This is a lot better, because now I know what kind of spirits she's talking to and she's dealing with. And they are indeed demonic. There is no question. Honey, I fight against demons and evil spirits. It's what I do. I'm actually called a demon slayer. And the fact that the people you're listening to and the voices you're hearing are telling you that I am some kind of monster, that I'm some kind of dangerous individual that's trying to kill you, tells me that you're listening to demons. Actual, literal demons. Because an angel of God is not going to tell you that I'm plotting to kill you, dear. I don't even know you. You are a random TikTok tarot card reader. That's what you are to me. I do not know you. I have never met you before. I do not know where you live, even. I have an idea, but I don't know where you live. So this is flooring me and a shock to me that I don't, I mean, how do I even answer this shit? I live in your neighborhood or in your apartment complex? I'm your neighbor? And I'm plotting to kill you? Holy fuck, lady. You are listening to the wrong voices. Trust me on this shit. I'm living in my fucking car, barely able to exist. Holy shit. I'm certainly not plotting with somebody to kill you. Jesus H. Christ. And speaking of Jesus H. Christ, makes you wonder what kind of spirits these are. Folks, monotheism is extremely dangerous. And I've tried to explain this to people, and it goes in one ear and out the other. But monotheism is extremely dangerous. Now, she is a monotheist. All right? Now, the only difference between her and any other Christian is the fact that she thinks that the source, that the Godhead is female instead of male. But other than that, she is a monotheist. She is a Christian. She believes in the Holy Spirit. She believes in Jesus. She believes in this sort of thing. So she is kind of like a Christo-pagan, I guess you would call it. But I find it telling that the spirits that she's listening to are telling her that I'm going to kill her. Holy fuck. And me sitting here in my car wondering if I'm ever going to get enough gas to get down I-75. Jesus H. Christ. So yeah, this is quite telling, quite revealing. And folks, now you understand why I'm a demon slayer, don't you? Because these demons are telling this woman that I'm plotting to kill her. And that's wrong. That's sick. That's messed up. And this is why demons are so dangerous. Because they will deceive people into believing all kinds of crazy shit. All right, they just will. And so, it behooves us to divine the spirits. I mean, even the Bible says, divine the spirits to know that they are of God. Well, these spirits obviously are not of God. Telling her that I'm going to kill her? Holy shit, that's insane. That's nuts. So, yeah, yeah, definitely pay attention to who and what you listen to these days, folks, because, I'm just floored. I really am just floored. And like I said, folks, this just happened just a few minutes ago on her live show. But I wanted to do a video because live shows disappear. They don't stay. They disappear. Whereas video will actually stay up. So I wanted to address this, though, because, wow, this is crazy. This is insanity. The voices that she's hearing telling her that I'm going to harm her is just insanity. It's craziness. I mean, don't you think I ought to at least know where you live if I'm gonna hurt you in some way? I mean, holy shit, man. But anyways, I just thought I'd share because I can and because I should and because you need to know that as long as I'm around, demons tremble. Because that's what I am. I am a demon slayer. I don't put up with demons, evil spirits, or any of that shit. I don't put up with it. I banish them fuckers to outer darkness where they belong. And that's what needs to happen to these spirits, in air quotes, that she's listening to. Because they're obviously telling her amiss now, aren't they? Absolutely. All right, anyway, I just thought I'd share, folks. Wow, crazy. 3 something in the morning. I'm not sure what time. It doesn't show me up there at the top, but I'll check it later. Anyway, but it's about 3 something in the morning, almost 4. And wow, what an interesting morning this has become. Talk about an interesting morning coffee. I guess we could technically call this morning coffee because, when I was in Kentucky, in Manchester, I started my morning coffees at 3 a.m. anyway. So technically, this is my morning coffee. So hey, morning coffee, y'all. But yeah, wow, crazy. What an interesting morning coffee we've had this morning, huh? But yeah, wow. Them spirits don't like me, do they? No. Sitting there telling her I'm going to kill her and shit. So what kind of spirits are these? They're demons. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. And they need to be banished out of darkness, and I am just the bird to do it. Absolutely. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and a blessed tomorrow. I am out of here, boys and girls. Bye. Hey, Todd. And sorry, folks, for those that don't know what's going on. Hey, Todd. Remember that email you sent me? And remember where you said, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. I'm done with the trolls. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. And I'm gonna pay you the money, and I'm gonna give you payments if I have to. And you remember that email? Do you remember that email? Because I remember that email, Todd. Well, guess what? Now's the time to give me the payments. It'd be a shame if that email should suddenly end up on every damn website on the planet, wouldn't it? Be a shame if that was to happen, wouldn't it, Todd? Let's have those payments, dude. I think it's time. And you know, I mean, God knows I need those donations. I need donations. God knows that. Ain't no question on that one. So let's get on the stick, Todd. Mister, I've turned over a new leaf, and I'm not going to troll anymore. Remember that? Remember that email you sent me? You should, because if you don't, it's liable to make its way all over the internet. Isn't that interesting? See you, Todd. Bye. Alrighty, folks. Let's just have us a nice little chat about celebrities, shall we? Because there is a lot of celebrities allegedly on TikTok, so I want to address that. As somebody that's actually, been a thespian, that's actually had dealings with Paramount and Warner Brothers and, various and sundry other things. As somebody that's actually done that shit, and not to mention lighting and sound and all the rest of it, you run into, or at least I do, you run into all these famous names here on TikTok. And, Scarlett Johansson, for example, who played Black Widow in the Avengers movie. And then you have Sandra Bullock, and you have Jennifer Aniston, and now having said that, Gal Gadot does have an official TikTok here that you can find and utilize, but she's the only one. She's the only one I found anyway. But now I have went down the list of names of all the famous actresses that are allegedly here on TikTok, and none of them are here. None of them are here. So you can take great delight in blocking these individuals, because Sandra Bullock's own manager told Google flat out, no, she does not have TikTok. Not at all. Not even close. All right, so if you see Sandra Bullock or Scarlett Johansson or any other famous female actress, no, they do not have an official TikTok. And you say, well, Vaughn, there's some famous porn stars running around on TikTok. There is. And those don't have official TikToks either. Not a one of them. So if you recognize a porn star's name, it's a scammer. It's not real. Not real. So just so you know, thought I'd do this quick little video while I had the opportunity to do so. And but yeah, I mean, Sandra Bullock's manager was quite telling. let's be nice. But yeah, no, she has no TikTok. She has no TikTok. ScarJo has no TikTok. You see somebody now. Like I said, though, Gal Gadot does have a TikTok, but she's, as far as I know, she's the only one. Everybody else is fake as hell. So if you see anybody famous, probably better to block them and just go on, really, because 9 times out of 10 it's probably a troll or a scammer or a pranker. So best bet is just block them and go on. Anyway, this has been a PSA from your conservative voice here on TikTok, and you have a wonderful evening. Bye.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your morning coffee from your host, the Venerable James Paul Vonhelton, Master of the Mystic Arts, Sorcerer Supreme, Demon Slayer, and part-time Hurricane Destroyer. And boy, what a morning coffee we have today. Lindsey Graham, according to CBS News, has dropped dead, unalived, very, very gone. And CBS's own words, died suddenly, mysteriously. No reason given. But the family does ask that everybody keep Lindsey and their family in prayer. But yeah, died suddenly, just boom, gone. It's like, wait a minute, does that happen normally? Oh, yeah, no. But anyways, and Lindsey Graham, for those of you that don't know, and you're not into politics, Lindsey Graham was like a fixture, man. He was like always around, always working, according to Trump. Trump said that out of his own mouth. Lindsey was always working, which I guess technically he was. But, Lindsey was one of those Republicans that you weren't quite sure if he was with us or not. But in any event, he is now very dead. He is now very unalived. According to CBS News. Not Vonhelton and not misinformation, TikTok. No, he's very dead. Very dead. And under mysterious and sudden circumstances, according to CBS News and his own family. So what's up with that? Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. And my thinking is that there might even be something going on. I'm thinking there's something going on. Died suddenly? Where have we heard that before, boys and girls? But I just, it really shocked me this morning, as I'm sure it'll shock some of you, especially if you know who Lindsey Graham is. It's like he's always around, and if he has been unalived, it seems like we would know exactly what the problem was, but nobody is saying nothing. Not the news, not the family, not President Trump, not anyone in the administration. No one is saying a thing. So, died suddenly. Just out of nowhere. Boom, gone. Okay. Happens every day, right, guys? When you're in politics, all kinds of crazy shit can happen. Can't it? Yes. But anyways, thought I'd report that what an explosive morning coffee this is. Lindsey Graham, somebody that seemingly has been around forever, and that, has been a prominent member in the Republican Party. Another prominent member in the Republican Party. Anyway, but yeah, very unalived, very dead. Just out of nowhere, poof, seemingly suddenly out of nowhere. And this is CBS saying this, not Vonhelton. When I say suddenly, when I say out of nowhere, yeah, that's CBS is confirming that. CBS is saying, yeah, man, it's mysterious. How about that word, mysterious? So yeah, very interesting morning coffee this morning. Just right under my nose, and hey, I got a report on that. Because that's news. When somebody dies, that's news. As they used to say back in, the 1950s, if it bleeds, it leads. Well, it bled out. He's very dead. He is no more. So, I guess we'll have to sit and wait and see what they say. But we have heard that term died suddenly before, haven't we, guys? Yeah, Google that term, died suddenly. Google that term. But anyways, yeah, so, wow, let's see. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Now another prominent leader in the Republican Party is dead. That's two. And what do they always say, boys and girls? They go in threes, they go in threes, they go in threes, they go in threes. Okay, so who's the third drop? Another prominent Republican. There's a third yet. There's yet another one that is a prominent Republican. So who's it going to be? What's it all about, Alfie? Yeah, what is it all about, Alfie? But they do run in threes. I've heard that all my life. They run in threes. So I wonder who the third prominent Republican will be. And that's a good question. And I don't have a good answer. Not yet. Maybe we will here soon. Yeah, Mitch McConnell, prominent fixture in the Republican Party. And now Lindsey Graham. What's going on in the Republican Party? Inquiring minds want to know. But anyways, what a morning coffee this has been. Wow, Lindsey Graham is very dead at age 71. You say, well, Ron, 71's fairly old. Dude, I'm 62. That's only 10 years away. And people are living to what, 80, 90 now? So what is 70? I mean, if people are living at 80 and 90, what is 70? Well, not much. Still have at least 10 years to go, right? So what's up? What's going on? And the fact that even the major media is saying died suddenly? I mean, come on. So yeah, it's those things that make you go, right? Those things that make you go, And so yeah, wow, Lindsey Graham, he's no more. He is very dead. Wow. Well, I wonder what his last project was. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to Google that. What was Lindsey Graham's last project before he became very, very, very dead? Could it be disclosure? Could it be free energy? Could it be something else? I don't know. I just, it's interesting that he just popped up on my feed as very dead. I was not expecting that this morning. Definitely. I can assure you. I can assure you, folks, I was not expecting Lindsey Graham to be dead this morning. Not at all. That's quite interesting. And like I said, Lindsey Graham has a waffling problem. And I don't mean Belgian waffles. He has a waffling problem. But aside from that, I mean, I'm just kind of curious. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna take my own advice and Google that shit and see what his last project was. And because this is very telling, isn't it? Very interesting. Yeah. So wow, I would have never expected that for this morning's coffee. But here we are. So as usual. And I'm going to keep saying this until it gets up here. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your ears perked open. Listen. Look around you. Look up. Look down. Look around. Keep your ears open. Listen for anything that seems strange. And if you've got your mobile device on you, your smartphone, your laptop, your flip phone, whatever they're calling them these days, keep it with you. Keep it ready to record or snap a picture, because you never know what's liable to show up or what's liable to happen. Case in point, now here Lindsey Graham is dropped suddenly. Interesting. So, keep alert, folks. Keep alert. Because it's in your interest to do so, right? Alrighty, folks. Well, doggone. Lindsey Graham is gone. He is no longer an influence in the Republican Party. Interesting. Alright, so I just thought I'd get on here and share because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know. So you all have a wonderful day and a blessed tomorrow. Bye. I have been getting a rash of female actresses, female porn stars, and, you know, supermodels and shit like that. And, you know, I am not the best looking dude on the planet, that's for sure. And, you know, there's guys on the internet that look a hell of a lot better than I do. And they do have a home, and they do have a nice car. I mean, I have a vehicle. I don't have a car. I have a vehicle. I have a mini SUV, a utility vehicle. I don't really have a car per se. A car, you know, a car to the likes of, say, a Lexus or something of that nature. No, I have a sport utility vehicle. But anyways, you know, but there's guys on the internet that are a lot nicer looking. They've got money, they've got house, they've got a nice car, they've got, you know, all the amenities. And so I'm sitting here, you know, thinking, well, okay, well, why in the fuck would a supermodel want anything to do with my ugly broke ass? And the answer is that there is no answer for that. Because it wouldn't happen. Alright? Logic dictates that if there is a guy out there that is better looking, has money, has a home, has a car, they're going to pick that person by default. Okay, so what's the deal with these supermodels and actresses and porn stars coming after me? They're scammers. They're not real. They're not real. Now, I did Google Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton does, in fact, have a TikTok here, an official TikTok here. So I signed up to her official TikTok. And then that way, if there is any fakers, I can go on ahead and delete them. So, and Gal Gadot, I'm going to hook up to her official TikTok and delete any fakers that might be in her purview. But yeah, but still, my point stands. You know, if there is a better looking guy that has money, has a home, has all the amenities, why the fuck you latching onto my ugly ass for? It's a valid question, and I'm just curious if anybody's willing to answer that question. You know, oh, you're so handsome, you're so handsome. Okay, great. Well, I was just in Walmart yesterday. Nobody come up to me. Nobody spoke to me. Nobody even looked in my general direction. They didn't. They just didn't, okay? You know, so if I'm so handsome, if I'm so good looking, if I'm so this and I'm so that, why isn't nobody paying attention? You know, explain to me how in 12 years I haven't had a date. Explain it to me. Oh, you can't. Because you know it's bullshit, right? Because I mean, how am I going to be this handsome, debonair individual and not have a date in 12 years? It'd be impossible. It would be impossible. Eventually someone would have walked up to me and said, "Hey, Vaughn, let's go get coffee." Well, see, that's never happened, though. Never, ever, in 12 years. Okay, so Either y'all need glasses or you're just scammers trying to get something out of me or something, right? I mean, that's the truth, right? That's the unvarnished truth. You know, it's just like, okay, I went on this gamers channel. You know, CEO Brit. I can give her name out. I don't give a shit. CEO Brit is her name. She's a gamer here on TikTok. And I asked her about me. She told me flat out, said, "You ugly as ass, you living in your car, you're broke as fuck, I don't want nothing to do with you." Now see, that's brutal honesty right there. And I respect the hell out of that. Okay? I respect somebody that's being brutally honest with me. Okay? You know, and that was the truth, okay? When CEO Britt said what she said, that was the truth. All right? You know, all this other bullshit, you know, "Oh, Vaughn, you're so handsome." No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I'm smart enough to know that I'm not. But even like I said, even if I didn't know how attractive I am, or lack thereof, seems like after 12 years of not even getting a cup of coffee out of somebody, you would figure out, you're not all that. Right? You know, I know I'm not all that, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the fact that I'm ugly as fuck. I'm totally okay with it. But I just, you know, it is a legitimate question. You know, why are all these, you know, supposed supermodels buttering me up if they're legit? I mean, you know, supermodels are attracted to money. They are. I mean, let's be honest. They're attracted to money. Actually, a lot of women are attracted to money, but supermodels especially, because they're used to a certain type of lifestyle, right? And so they're going to try to find a man that is going to give them that lifestyle that they are accustomed to, such as going out to fancy dress balls, going out to political parties.
Fancy dress balls. Wasn't it Vaughn just a few months ago making the case that all you got to do is go and get yourself a supermodel girlfriend because she has all her own money and she's too busy like jet setting around the world doing modeling? It's basically like a trophy wife, wasn't he? Like it was just that easy. That's the type of wife you should get. Wasn't that? Am I crazy? Did CERN turn on their fucking Hadron Collider again? Folks,
Going out
the
to
shit abyss.
Various and sundry functions. Okay, they're used to that shit. They like that shit. And they don't want to lose it. So they're naturally going to gravitate to men that have a lot of money, drive a really nice car, and live in a mansion. Or at least live in a really, 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 really nice home. Say $3 million, $4 million home. Okay? That's the truth. That's reality. Okay? You know, but you know, if you are dead serious on defending this idea that I somehow am this handsome guy or something, fine, defend it in the chat below here. Give me your reasonings. Tell me why. Because I really do want to know. I really am genuinely curious. Because I can tell you right now, I know I'm not that attractive. But I'm curious to think why you would. Why would you think that I am attractive? And let me know in the comments below, or message me, or whatever. But I am kind of curious. And pay attention, folks, that I am one of the few people that is constantly doing new content here on TikTok. Now you say, "Well, Vaughn, why do you do a video every other day or whatever?" I do a new video every other day because that way people know that I am real. I am not a scammer. I'm not a bot. I'm not, a pranker or whatever. I'm the real deal, man. And because of that, I'll do a new video every now and then. And in that way, people know I'm real. And plus, I do live shows as well on occasion, whenever TikTok aggravates me. Hey, you haven't done a live show and blah, 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 blah. And, they get on me about doing live shows. So, but I am curious as to why anyone would think that I'm attractive when there are men on the internet that are far more attractive than me, have lots of money, live in a nice home or a mansion, and drive a fancy sports car. I'm curious. I'm curious to know your reasonings. Alrighty, I have figured out me a crafty little way to hold my phone using my glasses. And I put my glasses into the crease of the table and then open up my glasses.
Those nails, though, folks. Those nails.
To help hold the phone and keep it from flopping over. Now, the reason we're looking at me like this so funny is because I'm going to do some mukbang here real quick with a new type of Reese cup that I never heard of before. See if you can see that. Chocolate lava. Chocolate lava. Never heard of it. I saw it and I said, I've got to do a mukbang. And the reason I got to do a mukbang is because John did a mukbang on the Oreo Reese cup. So I'm going to do a mukbang on the Big Lava or Reese cup. And like I said, I never heard of Big Lava before, so this will be an interesting experience, to say the least, and is melting profusely, which is not surprising considering the incredible amount of humidity that's going on outside. It's not near as hot as it was. It was 100 degrees, and now it's only 80. The Reese cup is melting fast. I mean, really fast. So we're going to have to expedite this very carefully without getting a chocolate mess, if we can help it. And all right, the chocolate,
you could be next, ladies.
Different. It's a different type of chocolate, apparently. A lot more richer, darker chocolate. It also tastes like it has a lot more salt content in it and a lot more sugar in it than normal. So if you're one of those people that watches their salt and sugar intake, you might want to think twice about this one. I wouldn't want anyone getting sick. It has become soft to the point of almost becoming like molasses. And I was not expecting this to happen so quickly. I was actually hoping to get these in semi-rigid state, but no. The humidity is such that it just devastates anything that it comes in contact with. It is definitely rich. No doubt about that. Well, that was it, boys.
It's fucking disgusting. Go wash your fucking hands.
I had never tasted that flavor of chocolate before, so I guess that's where the lava chocolate comes in. Not sure what kind of chocolate that is, but and it's extremely rich. Oh my God. But of course, I'm out of Mountain Dew again. I dare say that's probably one of the best Reese's cups I've ever ate. No kidding. But it's extremely rich. So, I mean, you know, if you are squeamish about uber rich creams and cakes and donuts and that sort of thing, I want to steer clear on this one because it is very rich. But it is also very, very good too. So, I mean, you know, I guess you got to take the good with the bad, right? But really nice, man. Really nice. Good flavor. Aside from it melting on me, and it was great. But yeah, it wasn't bad, man. Lava, chocolate lava, as it's called. So, really good, really rich, real rich flavor to it. Pea size.
I love how he's got to like stop, describe it to us like we didn't know what the fuck it is. Hey, Photog, I see you out in the audience. Just letting you know, guess what's back on the shelves? I got me a bag of ketchup Doritos. What do you think about? How do you like them apples?
Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Uber rich. So watch yourself. But they're very good. As the Cardinals show up, thinking I have bread for them, which I do not, unfortunately. I got rid of my heels. Gave the finches and the chickadees the heels of my bread, and so. Oh no, wait a minute! I did buy a new loaf. I'm sorry. So I do have some heels. So I have to give the Cardinals one of the heels here in a minute. And so that way they've got something. I try to give the birds a little something every now and then. With as bad as this heat is, that's makes it difficult. See, when it's hotter, the earthworms that these birds eat, they're going to burrow deeper into the ground, making it even more difficult to get to them.
Oh, Vaughn and his observations of everyday life. It's just, he's having all these epiphanies and like life learning moments like that. He's uglier than a fucking mud fence. Hey, Fat Photog, I'm just saying, I might be willing to exchange Doritos for services. I might need a video made. I'm just saying, like, figure a way to get you some Doritos. I might make this happen.
And thus,
Just saying,
they're looking for food. So I figure, well, I'll give them a little bit of bread, and hopefully that'll compensate. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's 80, or it was. I don't know what it is currently, but it was 80. And I swear to you, it feels like it's worse than it was when it was 100 degrees. I guess it's simply because of the humidity. But it's just really, really, really bad. And I don't know why. It's just really, really bad. So, that was all in all a good Reese cup. Full of flavor. Like I said, though, very, very much so on the rich side, so watch yourself. But other than that, man, really good. I gotta tilt my head like this, but that's okay. But anyways, yeah, so that's the mukbang for today. Y'all have a wonderful day and better tomorrow. Bye. All right, y'all. This is going to be a major mukbang because today, for those of you that don't know, is National Hot Dog Day here in the United States. A foot-long hot dog. I had to scour the internet to find that son of a gun, but I found it. And, oh, the old-fashioned type of napkins even. Wow. And it's an old-fashioned restaurant, diner type thing from way back. And yeah, foot long. Check him out. Comes in his own container even. Isn't that great? And a root beer, because you got to have the root beer to go with it. And a black straw. Isn't that interesting? Black straw.
Footlongs by the Vaughn, folks.
Haven't seen a black straw. That's a new one. So, wow. Oh, I don't see any cheese on it nowhere. Maybe it don't come with it. I don't know. Yes, Sharpie, I know you want to buy it. Yep, all it needs is some shredded cheese on top and it'd be ideal. But it's good as it is. Alright, hang on. Okay. I'm at a loss. But anyway, we have now had a foot long and a root beer. Oh man, this was now this brings back memories, y'all. This brings back memories. So, now I got to remember how to get back to Eagle One. This place is kind of out of the way, but that's fine. A little family-owned thing, you know, not bad. I mean, that's how mine would probably be if I ever start something up. But wow, really nice. 40 years. It says this place.
So,
40 years.
Indulge me here, folks. I like to hear what you like to think, because every once in a while, I like to have a little bit of a fast food rant when I run into something just absolutely fucking ridiculous, right? So, I was traveling down the highway, the old rubber band, late at night, and there's this little diner I know that's 24/7. And over the years, it's kind of went down. It's a little sketchy, but the food has remained like pretty decent, especially for the money that you pay. So I thought it was late at night, and I thought rather than get McDonald's or something, I'll stop there. I'm going to get a chicken burger from there because it's just better. So I stop, I order it, I bring it home, I unwrap it, I take a big bite, and I hit bone. Have you ever had bone on a chicken burger? So I open it up, and instead of using like a chicken burger patty or whatever like they usually do, the fucking chick deep fried like a chicken wing or like a chicken thigh or something. It was fried chicken, still on the bone, thrown on the fucking bun and made up like a fucking... Have you ever... Folks, tell me I'm not crazy, right?
That's pretty good. That's
oh,
pretty good
man.
to be still going. A little place still going. We have done it, buddy. We have done what no one thought. We had us a foot-long hot dog on National Hot Dog Day. Of all places, of all times. So we are good, boys and girls. Now, what we gotta do, are you done with that? I reckon you are. Okay. So we'll put that. And I guess find us some trash can and throw some of this stuff away. Well, anyway, that does it. We had a foot-long hot dog on National Hot Dog Day. And everything was excellent. And like I said, I wished it had some shredded cheese on top, but that's okay. we got done what needed to be done. And that's all that matters. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here and went. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Alrighty, folks. Let me address these supposed rich folk on TikTok, millionaires, billionaires, etc., etc. Alright, there is no way that Elon Musk is really on TikTok. And you say, well, Bon, how can you say that with such assurance? Because the man has 7 companies. 7 companies. All right? My mom ran 2 nursing homes, and she was busy from the time she got up in the morning till the time she went to bed at night. And even then, she was still busy because she would get a call in the middle of the night if something went wrong or whatever. That was my mom's life 24/7, constantly busy. Do you really think that Elon Musk is going to be on TikTok all day? No. No, he's not. Now, I haven't Googled whether Elon Musk has an official, quote-unquote, TikTok or not. I haven't Googled it. I know Dolly Parton does. I know Gal Gadot does. But even Dolly Parton's TikTok, do you think Dolly Parton is running that TikTok? Fuck no, she's not running it. She's hired somebody to run that TikTok. But she's not running it. She's either in Dollywood, or she's in Nashville, or she's in Hollywood. She's constantly on the go doing shit to make money. That's how millionaires and billionaires stay millionaires and billionaires. They're constantly thinking of ways to make shit tons of money. Okay? If I win the lottery tomorrow, what am I going to do? Am I going to be on TikTok all the time? Probably not. Probably not. Because I'm going to have business ventures that I'm going to look into. I'm going to have stocks and trades and natural gas maybe even. I may sit down with Warren.
Von's he's been handed everything he needed in life, and he squandered it away in like a year. Folks, give me a 1 in the chat if you think Vonhelton, if anything substantial would actually change in his life if he won like fucking $30 million. Like, yes, I'm sure there'd be some crazy shit. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, this is a man who's just content with sitting in a single wide making foam airplanes with material from the Dollar General. Like, that's Vonhelton. That's peak. That's apex. Folks, give me 1 in the chat if you agree.
Warren Buffett and discuss natural gas with the man. If he's still around. I don't know if he's still around. I'd have to Google it myself. But I mean, if he's still around, hey, Warren Buffett, because Warren Buffett's big on natural gas, right? I'd sit down and talk to the man about maybe getting into natural gas, that sort of thing, but I'm going to be busy. Okay, I'm going to be busy, because that's how millionaires and billionaires stay millionaires and billionaires, because they're constantly busy. They're constantly looking for ways to make money and stay millionaires and billionaires. Because if you're constantly losing money, guess what happens? You're not going to be a millionaire or a billionaire for very long now, are you? No. So you have to constantly look for ways to reinvest your money and to look for things that's going to earn you a profit, and look into joint ventures with other people and groups to maximize your potential. Looking into gold and silver and precious stones and that sort of thing. Things to do. You're going to be busy, okay? If by some miracle I win, I doubt very seriously I'm going to be on TikTok. I doubt I'm going to be on YouTube. I doubt I'm going to be on Kick or Twitch or any of these other social media, because I'm going to be too busy. Okay? I'm going to be busy making money. Because that's how you stay a millionaire and a billionaire. You're constantly busy making money. Okay? You figure out a way to make money. Okay? And so, I mean, but, I mean, if somehow I can pop in here every once in a blue moon and say hi, I might do that. But would it be me constantly making new videos every day like I am now, or doing live shows like I am now? Probably not. Probably not, unless TikTok works with me to make some kind of lucrative deal, where I'm making good money, real good money, not no 5 cents, real good money, it's like the deal. It's like the deal that Crowder got with Rumble, right? I mean, Crowder got a really sweet deal working with Rumble. Okay, I get a sweet deal like that, then okay, we're talking. But I mean, but as far as actually having a presence here, an active presence here, probably not. Probably not. Okay, so when you see these millionaires and billionaires like Elon Musk, look. Okay, for example, do you see Peter Thiel on TikTok? No. Why? Because he's out busy making money. Now you see all these fake Elon Musks running around. Okay, that isn't Elon Musk. Even if Elon Musk does have an official TikTok here, he's not running it because he's busy running 7 companies. 7. Okay, my mom ran 2 nursing homes, and she was busy from the time she got up in the morning to the time she went to bed at night. Okay, so you can just imagine how busy Elon Musk is with 7 companies. Okay, so no, Elon Musk is not here. These are fakes. These are frauds. These are scammers. All right, prankers at the least. So, you're not going to see Warren Buffett on TikTok. You're not going to see Bloomberg on TikTok. Not in an official capacity per se. Where they're active on TikTok. They might have a presence here. They might have an official page here on TikTok. Dolly Parton has an official page here on TikTok. Is she running it? No, fuck no. She's in Dollywood, or she's in Nashville, or she's in Hollywood, or she's somewhere busy making money. Okay? She's not on TikTok. Trust me. Trust me, she's not. She has an official page here, but she's not here. That's not her. Okay? Gal Gadot, same way. Gal Gadot has an official page here on TikTok. Okay, but Gal Gadot is a famous actress. She plays Wonder Woman. She's busy, okay? She's busy lining up potential spots in other movies, or maybe a TV show, or some kind of speaking gig, or something of that nature. If I was her manager, she'd never sit still. I'd have her busy, constantly going. It's like, okay, we got to be in New York tomorrow. We got to be in Miami a week from now. We got to be in London, England 2 weeks from now. As her manager, it is my job to keep her busy. It is my job to say, okay, gal, let's fucking head out to London, England and do this photo shoot. Constantly busy, constantly making money, constantly doing shit, okay? Because that'd be my job as her manager, right? When I managed that Christian rock band, Millennium AD, what was I doing? I was lining us up gigs. Constantly lining us up gigs to do. Now, we didn't make a whole hell of a lot of money, sadly, but, we were busy. And that's the whole point. You're constantly on the go. You're constantly doing gigs and trying to get some money, man. Trying to make that buck, right? And that's the whole point of it. And as Gal Gadot's manager, that's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't say, oh, Gal Gadot, hey, sit on TikTok all day long and talk to people. No. As her manager, I would frown on that highly, okay? I'm going to have her busy doing shit. And same goes for Sandra Bullock, Julie Andrews. Well, I think Julie Andrews is long gone, but you get what I'm saying. Famous people, right? Famous people are not here talking to people every day. They're out busy doing shit. They've got people that run these platforms for them and take down information and suggestions and maybe enter a contest or some shit like that. But are they really here? Would Warren Buffett really be here? Would Elon Musk really be here? Is Angelina Jolie really here? Is ScarJo really here? Scarlett Johansson? No, they're not here. They're out busy making fucking money, because as their manager, I make damn sure they're out busy making fucking money. because it's in my interest to do so. Because if they're making fucking money, I'm making fucking money. And it's going to be, okay, ScarJo, we got a photo shoot to do tomorrow. Let's go. You know, we're not going to be sitting on fucking TikTok. No, we're not. Okay, no, we're not. Sorry. You know, that would be I would be the shittiest manager in the world if I let ScarJo sit here all day talking on TikTok. I'd be a horrible manager, because my job as manager is having Scarlett Johansson out there making money. Okay, that's my job. All right, you get me? So you see these rich people, famous people, anything in that thing. And I've already touched on this in a previous video, but I'm doing it again now, especially for millionaires and billionaires. Because millionaires and billionaires, how do they stay a millionaire and billionaire? By making money. They're constantly out looking for ways to make money and even increase the amount of money they have through investments, through stocks, bonds, trading, buying and selling, maybe getting into some kind of, maybe even getting into a niche market of some kind. But they're going to constantly be looking for ways to make money, because that's how they stay a millionaire and a billionaire. Not to mention the fact that they've got a lot of outgo. All right, when you got a lot of outgo, you got to have a lot of income to cover the outgo, right? So no. I'm sorry, but you know, if you're coming on TikTok expecting to talk to Scarlett Johansson or Julie Andrews, which I think has already passed a long time ago. I don't know why I keep bringing up Julie Andrews. Maybe she's thinking about me in the afterlife. I have no idea. Anyway, but you know, anybody that's famous, just block them. Because it's not really them, okay? It can't be. Real business folk, real millionaires, real billionaires, real actors, actresses. I mean, if Robert Downey Jr. is on TikTok, is it really Robert Downey Jr.? No, it's not. In fact, Robert Downey Jr. is busy doing Dr. Doom, isn't he? Yeah. He's busy doing that shit. He's busy doing Dr. Doom for Marvel Comics. Okay, so he's busy. He doesn't have time for that shit. Doesn't have time to sit on his ass all day talking on TikTok. He's got shit to do, right? And again, if I was his manager, I'd make damn sure he's busy. Because when he's busy, I make money, right? So, anyway, and by the way, I did make him a lot of money. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, point is, these rich people, famous people, like I said in my previous video, more than likely it's scammers or prankers or, you know, somebody trying to get their 5 seconds of fame. And just going ahead and block them. Unless you know it's the official TikTok of, you know, say Dolly Parton or Gal Gadot. You know, and you can get that link from Google. You can get the real Dolly Parton from Google. You don't need to be scammed by these scammers. Go get the real link to Dolly Parton's real TikTok account. Go get the link from Google for Gal Gadot's real TikTok account. And avoid all these scammer accounts, because they're going to try to get money off of you, most likely. All right. Have you noticed that a lot of the Asian accounts are missing? Isn't that amazing how that works? You know, it's funny when you tell them they're going to be thrown in jail if they don't get rid of these fake ass accounts. It's amazing. They just suddenly disappear. Isn't that amazing how that works? But yeah, I mean, that's fraud. That's a felony here in the United States. Fraud's a felony here in the United States. They can see real jail time. Okay, you can't be doing that shit, man. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. So, yeah, suddenly, all the fake Asian accounts have magically disappeared off of TikTok. Isn't that amazing how that works? But that's a good thing, all right? And deception comes from where again, class? Demons and evil spirits. That's right. So if you're engaging in deception of any kind, you are literally engaging in demonic activity, whether you realize it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not. Don't do that shit, okay? No gossiping, no backbiting, no impersonation, unless it's in a movie or some shit like that that's legally sanctioned. But otherwise, no. Don't be doing that shit, man. Don't engage in any kind of deception, and you'll be good to go, alright? Alright, rant mode off. I'm at 15 minutes. Holy shit. Can't believe it. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day and better tomorrow. Bye. Alrighty. And we are going to have yet another Wendy's mukbang this morning. And it's a secret deal. Well, at least it was to me, because I didn't know about it. 2 sausage biscuits for $3. But you got to ask for it. You got to ask for it. This thing over here beside me thinks he deserves some sausage biscuits. You deserve some sausage biscuits. And just because I promised your mommy I'd take you to Ray's, don't mean you get everything I get. Let's just get that straight, huh? Look at him, look at him. I want a piece, I want a piece, I want a piece. All right. All right. All right, you sponge. Now leave me alone. Leave me alone. Lord have mercy. I promised his mommy I'd take him to Ray's. I really did do that. I really did do that. I really did promise midnight before she passed. I said, I'm gonna take care of your babies. He's the last one. So, for those of you that don't know, Midnight was a little black Chihuahua, and given to me quite by accident. The Combses was leaving and going someplace. I don't know where in the world they's going, but they's going someplace, and apparently they couldn't take this little black Chihuahua with them. And they said, "Would you want a little black Chihuahua?" And I'm, and at first I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the dog, but here, you want this? You want this piece of biscuit? Okay. And I said, well, yeah, I reckon I'd take it, and she ended up taking me quite well, and we got to the point where we'd lay back to back during the winter to stay warm, and which was really cool. And we'd get under the comforter, see, and get back to back, and we'd stay warm as toast all winter long, man. Even if we didn't have any heat. She's putting out about 6,000 BTUs. She'd put out a lot of heat, man. And so she's putting out the heat, and between me and her, see, we stayed good and toasty all winter long. Get under that comforter, and we were good to go, man. And yeah, so she ended up being one of my best buddies. I miss Midnight quite a bit. A lot more than you think. Bon, will we ever be reunited with our pets? You know, that's a good question. I would like to believe that. I would like to believe that. And I don't see why not. I don't see any reason to prohibit us from reuniting perhaps one of these days. But I don't know. You know, I don't know. I've asked the gods and goddesses about stuff like that, but, you know, some of the information they've been tight-lipped on, some of the information not so much, but they talk like, you know, we're going to be here for a long time. We're not going anywhere. So, I mean, I'm not really fleshed that information out of them, but I will, because I have to. I'm high priest. I have to know these things. But as far as I know, one of the things, that I kept getting pounded on about was the end times, and is the earth going to be destroyed and that sort of thing, and I get asked that, and the gods and goddesses are like, no, it's not going to be destroyed. And we're going to still be around, y'all. Anyway, it has absolutely nothing to do with the mukbang, so we're going to get back on the mukbang thing, but yeah, again, 2 sausage biscuits, and for $3, but you got to ask for them. So now you know, and knowing is half the battle, right? And my doggy's looking at me. Did you like that sausage biscuit? Huh? Did you like that sausage biscuit? Of course you did, you old brat. What's fun? Dog eats better than I do. He's got kibble, he's got bacon strips, and he eats some of my food too. Don't you? Sitting there looking at me, but he does, and he does just fine. Everybody. Oh, but what? That poor dog. He's so mistreated. Bull. This dog is treated better than me. That eats better than me, don't you? Yes. And I watch him. He'll sit there and he'll sneak across my chest, try to get some loving on daddy, off of daddy. Yeah, I say I'm gonna love on my daddy, buddy. Yes, I am. I'm gonna love on my daddy. Yes, I am. He inches ever closer. Look at him. He inches across there to where he's completely across my chest. Now, you say, well, why is he doing that? He's doing that so he can hear my heartbeat. Okay? He's still pretty much Okay, what was that? What the hell was that went flying by me? I don't know, some kind of varmint went flying by me, and it wasn't no bird, neither. Was it a bat, maybe? Was that a bat? But, he's still kind of a puppy, and so he likes to hear my heartbeat. Don't you, Sharpie dog? See, I love hearing Daddy's heartbeat, don't you? Yeah, that's pretty good breakfast. For $3, it's not bad. Considering, let's see, what are sandwiches up to now? About $12 a sandwich now. Most sandwiches, Big Mac and Whopper and shit like that, they're about $10 to $12 now, I guess, huh? Right? Close to it. It's getting expensive out there, boys and girls. I'm telling you, getting expensive out there. You're gonna have to figure something out, because things are getting expensive. It's getting to where that they're pricing themselves out of the common man, and when they do that, they're gonna be hurting. I'm telling you, they're gonna be hurting, because you can't do that. But anyway. We're going to get out of here and win and go get some stuff done. We'll make some phone calls and see if I can't get some kind of an arrangement made. What do you want now? You want out? See, I've stole your sausage biscuit and now I want outside to play. Okay, well, I go outside to lay underneath the car. He goes out and lays under the car, don't you? There he went. There he went. Bye, Sharpie. Anyways, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna, as soon as I break it free there we go. I'm gonna go on ahead and get me some shit done. But yeah, make some phone calls. See about getting something done on my end, if I can. No promises, though, obviously. Very disappointed in some things that were told to me the other day at the government offices, but oh well. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. Better tomorrow. Bye. All right. Let me do the last on this topic, and it sounds like Casper Side, aka Ben, is also doing the last. He just did update on this this actor, American actor named Franco or whatever. And apparently the dude claimed to have an alien in his garage or some shit. And 7/13, he was going to release absolute hardcore evidence. And folks, I've done lighting, I've done sound, I've managed bands, I have, I've been in communication with Warner Brothers and Paramount and Universal and all these other companies. I helped Robert Downey Jr. land the Iron Man part. I helped Patrick Stewart land the part of Charles Xavier. Okay, I am not a slouch when it comes to, thespianism and, all the rudimentary parts thereof. So 7/13 comes and goes, and this Franco dude puts out this video, and a 5-year-old could have done a better job. A 5-year-old could have done a better job at it, and it's just, I swear to you, now can I prove this? No, but I swear to you, it's almost as if it's a slam against the fact that I have an ET girlfriend. I can't prove that, obviously, but I swear to you, it almost seems like it. It is such an insult. It's an insult to me. It's an insult to my girlfriend. It's an insult to anyone that genuinely believes in UFOs and UAPs. It is an insult to the congressmen and senators and whistleblowers and military personnel that have went on record and testified, yeah, I saw something, I encountered something, I engaged something. This was a really, really, really insulting thing by this Franco actor, or whatever, whoever he is. And Casper Side alluded to the fact that he's done with this clown. And I've been done with the clown. I wish Casper Side had talked to me before giving this guy any more airtime, because he doesn't deserve it. But this latest insult, because that's what it is, it's almost as if it was targeted at my girlfriend. I can't swear to it, obviously. But I mean, it kind of seems like it, I mean, think about this, folks, okay? I've got a girlfriend that is non-human. I've got a girlfriend that's an extraterrestrial. Do you see me freaking out? Do you? Do you see me losing my fucking mind? No. No, you don't. Okay? So, it just, It was just so poorly done, too. I mean, oh my God. This damn clip was just so horribly done. I mean, it's almost as if it's an insult to acting as well, because, I mean, it was awful. It was god-awful. Excuse me. I swear to you, man. I mean, I know, well, Vaughn, you're biased, because you do have an ET girlfriend, and so therefore you're biased. Okay, all right, I'll admit to that part of it. I'll admit to maybe being biased a bit, but goddamn, I mean, do you see me losing my shit? No, you don't. And it's insulting. It's fucking insulting. This bullshit that Franco has done has been insulting to me, insulting to my girlfriend, insulting to extraterrestrials at large. No decent special effects whatsoever. Whoever the fuck was running the chroma key acted like he was 5 fucking years old. I mean, my fucking kids could have done a better job. I'm just, I'm gobsmacked by this whole damn thing, and angered and insulted. And but it was very insulting. It was very insulting to me. It was very insulting to my girlfriend, who is an extraterrestrial. And it just, 713, I'm gonna reveal it all in 17, and it's some kind of fake ass, some kid out there in a fucking wrapped up in aluminum foil or some shit, and I mean, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, what an insult. What an insult. And I watched it with Casper Side. I watched it with him. And Casper Side's name is Ben, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm sitting there watching this shit with Ben. As he's showing it to us, I'm watching it. And it's like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this shit? I'm glad I didn't waste my energy going all the way to X and watching this shit for myself. I'm glad I waited and let Casper Sight put it out there. I just watched it I watched it from his perspective, and it just... But Casper Sight basically said he's done with this clown. And I concur with that. I'm done with the motherfucker. We're not giving this motherfucker no more airtime. We're not going to give him no more free advertising. Whatever it is this guy's got going on, he can do it on his own, right? All right, he can do it on his own. He's insulted my girlfriend. He can do this shit on his own. No more views for my happy ass, that's for damn sure. And if you got a lick of sense, stay the hell away from him anyway. I mean, the acting, when his two buddies came into his apartment talking about the fucking ET in his garage. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's because of the years and years and years that I was in acting and dealing with actors and dealing with these companies and shit, and maybe that's it. I don't know, but it just when the one video where his two buddies come in, and they're so concerned about him, and the acting was just absolutely horrid. It was awful. It was horrible. And I'm screaming at Casper Side through my monitor, well, through my mobile device now. I'm screaming at him through my mobile device. That acting is horrible. It's awful. It's absolutely fucking awful. But, he couldn't see me, hear me, obviously. But, I mean, that was just nuts. Sharpie, I can't see through you, and neither can they. The acting was horrible. It was awful. It was insulting, even. But this right here, this was the ultimate insult. An insult to my girlfriend, whether he meant it or not, is immaterial. Because I'm sure his excuse, well, I didn't mean to insult your extraterrestrial girlfriend. Whether you meant to or not is irrelevant. You did. You still did. And the acting was horrible. The special effects was horrible. Everything about it was horrible. My kids could have done a better job. It was awful. It was just fucking awful. So don't give this guy any more attention, please. Please don't do it. I don't know what his game is. I don't know what his game is, nor do I care. What I do care, though, is the fact that this was shitty. This was shitty. What he done was shitty. It was shitty to my girlfriend. It was shitty to me. It was shitty to anybody that's spent years and years in UFOs like I have, and like many, many others have. At risk of getting killed, even in some cases. Hello, Phil Schneider, anybody? So I mean, and then they put this garbage, this absolute garbage out, and what an insult, what an absolute insult to everyone, in my opinion. Actors, ETs, everybody got slammed on this one, in my opinion. Entertainment purposes only, by the way, y'all. But I mean, holy shit. This is crazy. This was just crazy. I have never been, I take that back. There's been some shit that's made me a lot more insulted than this, but this ranks up there, okay? This definitely ranks up there. And don't give this guy the fucking time of day. In fact, tell him where to get off with his fake-ass alien bobbing up and down, looking through the fucking windows and shit. What the fuck? Some kid wrapped up in aluminum foil. Not even making that part up, by the way. It literally looked like a kid wrapped up in aluminum foil. What the hell? What the hell was this? And I'm incensed, man. I'm not even kidding. I am incensed by this shit. Oh yeah, man, 7/13. We're gonna have the big reveal. It's gonna be great. And it's some kid wrapped in aluminum foil bobbing up and down in front of his front window. The fuck is that? The fuck is that shit? I mean, really. Like I said, it wasn't that long ago that people that were into UFOs and ETs, if they knew too much, they could end up dead. That wasn't that long ago, boys and girls. So, this was very insulting, in my humble opinion, which I am entitled to. And, just I don't know, just really, I guess I just needed to vent. This was very insulting. And I told Casper I told Ben, I said, man, don't give this motherfucker the time of day. Don't give him the fucking time of day. This is a bunch of shit. Alright? He is a bunch of shit. God damn. Anyway, rant mode off, y'all. Entertainment purposes only. You know the drill. Yada, yada, yada. And I just thought I'd get on here and share this because I can. Because I should. Because you have a right to know when people are fucking around with disclosure, when we're this fucking close to getting disclosure, and then you put shit like this out there, and it's very, I don't know, very pissy shit being done here. Anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good one, folks. Bye. So I don't know if y'all have seen the ad, but there's an ad going around on mobile devices where Mr. Beast gives a yellow Lamborghini Diablo to this guy as a gift for playing one of his games. And it's all sunshine and roses, you know. A guy gets his Lamborghini, his yellow Lamborghini, not realizing what's about to get ready to slam into him. So he's enjoying his Lamborghini, right? But here comes the tax man. $40,000 in taxes has to be paid on that car. I ain't filed taxes in 3 years. I just got off the phone with H&R Block yesterday. I haven't filed any taxes since the kids have been gone. Fuck you, you dumb motherfuckers, trying to throw my ass in prison. Gonna try to throw me in prison. And so, needless to say, he had to sell the Lamborghini to pay the taxes. Didn't get to keep the car. So, word to the wise, ladies and germs, if somebody offers to give you a gift, and then on top of that, if he had kept the car, he would have had to have paid a gift tax. And supposedly there's a Lamborghini tax as well, I've heard, where there's a $1,500 markup, or percent, excuse me, 1,500% markup on the cost of all the parts. Okay, so a locking gas cap for an Audi or a Volkswagen is going to cost you 1,500% more for your Lamborghini, even though it's the same part. It's a locking gas cap, same part. It's going to cost you 1,500% more because it's a Lamborghini. You're buying the name, see? So, $40,000 in taxes, man. But yeah, but it's true of anything. I mean, don't you know, like, oh, well, you want a new dining room suit? No, you didn't. Because when you got to pay the taxes on it, you have to sell the dining room suit. Okay? So what you do instead, if they'll let you, some do, some don't, but if they let you, tell them, well, I want to take the cash instead. And in that way, when the government sticks their hand out, you know, then you actually know how much money you do have, and then you can go buy whatever you want to buy. But you don't win anything, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to have to pay taxes on it, and then you're just going to have to turn right around and sell it in order to pay the taxes. So, word to the wise, y'all. Not everything is a good thing. Even though it might seem like a good thing at the time. I mean, who wouldn't want to win a Lamborghini Diablo? I mean, I would. I ain't gonna lie. I'd love to win a Lamborghini Diablo. Problem is, you gotta pay taxes on it. Alright? Buy a brand new dining room suit. You're gonna pay taxes on it. Bedroom suit. Gonna pay taxes on it. One of them brand new futon things that folds out to a full-size bed. Yeah, you're gonna pay taxes on that shit. And when they come due for the taxes, you're going to have to sell it to pay the taxes. So you don't get the damn thing anyway, right? The only one that wins is the government. All right? That's the only one that wins. Which is another reason why we need to get our happy ass back to a constitutional republic, right, guys? Yes. Yes. Because a constitutional republic can control businesses and their actions much better than, say, a communist, socialist, or fascist regime can. That's the nature of things. Anyways, but yeah, I saw that ad again today, where this guy wins a bright yellow Lamborghini Diablo from Mr. Beast. I don't know if that was, I want to say that was either 2024 or 2025, because I don't think it was 2026, but it might have been. But that ad's making the rounds, and you know, when he gets slammed with that $40,000 in taxes that he has to pay, not to mention gift tax, not to mention luxury tax, not to mention gas guzzler tax, And then on top of that, you got the Lamborghini tax, which is 1,500% markup on all parts, goods, and services for that vehicle. So you get hammered a lot. It's always best if they'll let you. Now, some will let you, some won't. But if you can, just say, no, I want cash. I don't want a car. I want cash. I want cash. I don't want a luxury suite. I want cash. I don't want a yacht. I want cash. I don't want a bedroom suite. I want cash. Always insist on cash. And then that way, when the government takes their cut of it, you can see how much you got left, and then go from there. That's the best way to handle it, guys. Trust me. Trust me on this. That's the best way to handle it. I mean, the idea of winning you a brand new car is a great thing, but I mean, when you got to pay taxes on that car, and then you got to sell it, so you don't get the car any damn way. Now, do you? No. You don't get to keep the car. You got to sell it to pay the taxes. Pays to use some thinking, right? Common sense. A little bit of common sense, a little tiny bit of common sense goes a long, long way. All right. But I thought I saw that ad, and so I thought I'd get on here and share. Because I can, because I should, because you have a right to know. Because you do. All right, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. We've got him now. We're going to throw his ass in jail now. Well, folks, in automotive news, Ford has unveiled what they call a Hyper V8. Hyper V8. And they even did a test startup. And when they started it up, I couldn't tell it any different from any other V8. I'm sorry, but I could not. And I guarantee you will still get passed by a Toyota or a Lexus or some other foreign car going up a hill. It is inevitable, like death and taxes. Why Ford doesn't put large drivetrains and engines in their vehicles, I have no idea. If you're driving a Ford, you can expect to get passed on a hill every stinking time. And it is so frustrating to somebody like me that actually likes Fords. I'm sitting there going up a hill. I forget what state it was now, but it was 9,000. It was elevation 9,000. And I'm going up this hill.
Folks, I think we're getting towards the end of these videos, but Todd does have a couple brand new bangers up, probably under 20 minutes to go through it. Fat Photog, I hope you can stick around because I think I'm going to end the show with this banger that I wrote, inspired by David Koresh, when I was higher than giraffe pussy the other night, and I want you to make a video for it. It's obscene.
And my poor little Escape is like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Tell you what, we'll let the people decide. If you guys want to see this banger I wrote, this old school banger, inspired by cults, when I was high the other night, and I'll play the show out on it. Give me a 1 in the chat.
I can't breathe, you dumb motherfucker. But we're trekking up the hill anyway, and here comes this damn Lexus. It is zoomed on by. Fucking Kia zooms on by. Fucking Toyota zooms on by. And it's just like, God damn it, man. That is so fucking aggravating. Come on, Ford. Come on, get on the stick, dude. Seriously, get on the stick. Put in a powerful drivetrain and a powerful motor, or figure out how these rice burners are doing it, and fucking get it done, man. This is so retarded, getting passed on a damn hill. That is very embarrassing and very frustrating. At least it is to me. Maybe nobody else gives a shit, but I do. Call me crazy, but I give a shit. But it's I mean, I'm serious. I'm going up this damned hill, man, and I'm getting passed by everything that fucking moves. A goddamn turtle went fucking by me. It's like, goddamn it, come on. But seriously, man. I mean, look at what Dodge is putting, well, Chrysler now. Look at what Chrysler's putting in their trucks, man. They put these big 454 Hemis in there with a big-ass fucking transmission and shit, and they ain't nothing touching that motherfucker, It's just going right the fuck on, So I don't know. I don't understand Ford, man. I don't understand Ford at all. Y'all need somebody like me to tell you what's up, because I don't know. It just seems like every fucking time, man, everybody's got more horsepower, or they've got better torque, or they've got something, turbo something, and it's always better than what Ford has. And it's getting annoying. It's getting very annoying. And not only that, but they do it at better fucking gas mileage too. So there's that too. Come on, Ford. Damn it. Get that shit rolling, man. Well, folks, I said if I got the chance that I would go to the Buc-ee's. Well, guess where we're at? We are at the Buc-ee's. There it is, and look how huge this place really is. It is massive. It is a massive place. Now, Vaughn, is this thing? I almost said John. John must be thinking about me. Is this as big as Jungle Jim's? I don't think so. I think Jungle Jim's is bigger. But this place sure is huge, and boy is it busy, and boy is it packed. I mean, wow. Well, you see the line we got of cars going in. It is packed here, boys. Look at this. Row after row after row of gas pumps. Wow, look at that. They said there was a lot of gas pumps. Said as high as 100 gas pumps, I think they said. Wow, this is amazing, guys. This really is amazing. And I'm glad I got the chance to come here and get it all on video for y'all. So, wow, this is awesome, dude. Get in here and get us a spot. We need to get us a spot. All right. Wow, this is amazing. Let me put this back here temporary.
That thumbnail is, oh my God, that's amazing.
Sharpie, I hate to do it, but I gotta leave you here for a minute, Bubby. But I'll get back to you, Sharpie. Let me get some of this on the outside, and then I'll get back to you, Sharpie. I said if I could get to it, I'd get to it, and I got to it, man. I got to it. There it is, right there. Big as life, brothers. I said if I could get to it, I would, and there it is. Yeah, it's not as big as Jungle Jim's. It's not as big as Jungle Jim's, but it is good size. It definitely is good size. But I don't think it's as big as Jungle Jim's. But it's definitely big. But look at the fuel pumps, man. They go on forever. They just go on forever, man. Like I said, I think they said there was over 100 fuel pumps. There's a lot. There is a lot. But yeah, we finally got here, guys. What about that? Isn't that something? There's my vehicle. My poor beat up car. There's my vehicle. All right, well, we'll maybe do a part 2 inside if we're allowed. All right, lady at the desk said they do it all the time. So we are in Buc-ee's.
It's going to freak out children and families.
It is really big. I actually thought it would be bigger, but all right, so we got it documented. Now we want to get out of here so we don't get in trouble or get in anybody's way. That looks like a Ford front end, so it's probably a Ford. Interesting. Very nice old car. Oh, a truck, yeah. Beaver plushie. Beaver plushie, $14.98. And I feel great. Should have said $14.95. Ease our way out of here and head on out. And oh, there's some kind of character here. They'll film the character. It's not been painted. Maybe it's not supposed to be, though. Maybe it's not supposed to be there. But anyway. Okay, so there we go. And that's the Buc-ee's beaver. It's a beaver. And now we'll get back to Sharpie Dog and head on back. So, but I told you I'd come if I got the chance. Well, I got the chance. So, now y'all got to see it, folks, inside and out. them gas pumps, man. That really, that's something. That is, just to come and see all these gas pumps is amazing. They just keep going and keep going. I mean, look how far back down they go. They just keep going and keep going. It's amazing. Amazing. But we are here. We made it. We got to show it off, and now we're leaving. And yeah. Ooh, 275. That's what we want. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, now we got to find our car. That's the thing. Got to find our vehicle, which hopefully we will do so. It is a really, 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 really big parking lot. Massive parking lot. We got to find the Sharpie Dog. Where are you, Sharpie? There it is. I see it. I see it. All right. Well, I said I would document it, and by the gods, I got the chance. So, yeah. All right. Let's get in here. And there's my doggy. There's my doggy. Hey, we did it, Sharpie Dog. We did it. We did it, Sharpie Dog. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. There's the Buc-ee's, buddy. There it is. We did it, by the gods. Maybe this is why the gods kept pushing my car north. So we'd go to the Buc-ee's and get it documented. You reckon? Who knows? All right, anyway, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a blessed day and a better tomorrow. We're out of here. All righty, folks. We're back out on the road again. Hey. Back out on the road again, and there's a sign for Manchester, by God. I didn't even know there was a sign for Manchester. I knew there was for London, but not for Manchester. Anyway, but we're not going to Manchester. No, we are not. We've already been to Manchester. We're heading on. We're heading to North Lexington. See that? We're heading to North Lexington. And so we're heading to Lexington. And it's I want to do a video because it's really wild. It feels like my car is being pushed. It feels like my car is literally being pushed north. And I know it ain't the wind because the wind's a crosswind, so it ain't the wind. But it literally feels like my car's being pushed. I'm not using hardly any gas at all. Hardly none. It's crazy. So I thought I'd document it. Hey, why not, right? But anyway, I just thought I'd pop in here and let you know I'm back out on the road again. And doing good. Doing good like we should. The dog's back there asleep. And we're doing just fine. And of course going north, you know, trying to get away from some of the heat, obviously. And see what else I can see. But yeah, so we're heading north at the moment. Now, obviously, this could change. As my information changes, this situation could change. Oh, by the way, all the flags are at half staff for the death of Senator Lindsey Graham. So just so y'all know, because maybe some of you might not know. So anyway, I just thought I'd document. Y'all have a wonderful day.
All right. So let's go over to Todd's channel. Todd's got a couple new ones here. And then, yeah. All right. Here we go, folks. Let's go, seen the James Franco. an hour ago, 7 hours ago. Let's go 7 hours ago. We'll get caught up. Folks,
I said
Todd
if I
Malico.
got the chance that I would go to the Buc-ee's.
I'll put a link
Well,
out in a
guess
minute.
where we're at? We are at the Buc-ee's.
Oh, it's the same
There
book.
it is, and look how huge.
Right, that one's the same, but the other one will be new. The other one will be different. Let's go back. I'm a boomer. Okay, Von's story. Let's do that.
Well, boys and girls, we can all relax and not get excited and stay nice and calm.
All right.
Because the Gates Foundation has come out and said that they have nothing to do with the Lone Star tick and with alpha-gal syndrome. Alpha-gal syndrome, if you don't know, is the syndrome that makes you allergic to red meat and anything mammalian, red meat, eggs, cheese, anything to do with a mammal. But particularly the red meat, they tend to focus on the red meat because, you can't eat it. You can't eat anything red meat. No venison, no pork, no nothing. But anyways, moving on. But yes, the Gates Foundation has come out and stated categorically that they have nothing to do with the Lone Star tick. They have nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome. And that the ticks they were going after are ticks related to ticks that cause disease to cattle in Africa. Oh. Well, okay. Well, that makes it so much better, right? Okay. Well, I mean, and let's take the ball and run with it. Okay, so they don't have nothing to do with Lone Star tick. But who's to say that the ticks that they are screwing around with have been released here in the United States with some kind of nasty bug that, or how about this? How about they release these ticks that will no longer harm cattle, but now they've picked up the Lone Star or the alpha-gal syndrome from the Lone Star tick. Gates's ticks have, cross-pollination from tick to tick. And so now Gates's ticks are now infected with alpha-gal, with or without his involvement. So I mean, it's something to think about. But I wanted to get on here and say that we can all breathe a sigh of relief because the Gates Foundation, by God, has come out and said, hey, we have nothing to do with Lone Star tick. We have nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome. And, a lot of people are like, okay. But you still worked with ticks. Yes, we worked with ticks, but they were diseased ticks in Africa that were killing cattle. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it so much better. That's a relief off of my mind, huh, guys? Is that a relief off of your mind? Is it a relief off of my mind? Inquiring minds want to know, huh? Yeah. But interestingly enough, you've got this sudden, message come out from Bill Gates saying that, yeah, man, we have absolutely nothing to do with this at all, and it's just, and it comes flying out, I think as more and more people are starting to connect the dots with Gates and the fact that he put out the mosquitoes and then he put out ticks and God knows what else. I mean, how many things does he put out that we don't know about? Hello, but I mean, but yes, he's the foundation. We had nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome. We have nothing to do with Lone Star tick. And so that just eases my fevered brow. And I don't know whether to buy it or not. I mean, you know, it's their official, quote-unquote, statement that we had nothing to do. We're innocent. We're falsely accused. We're innocent. But we did have something to do with ticks. It just wasn't the Lone Star tick or the alpha-gal syndrome or a derivative thereof. But we are involved in non-animal meat. And alpha-gal syndrome does what again? Oh yeah, you can't eat animal meat. You get sick. You can only eat plant-based meat, which the Gates Foundation and its subsidiaries are producing. But I'm sure that's all a big coincidence, right, guys? Right? It's all a big coincidence. You know, alpha-gal syndrome is spreading like wildfire, and people are getting bad sick. Can't eat red meat anymore. Can't eat dairy product. Well, can't have anything to do with a mammal anymore. But mostly not eating the red meat is the biggest thing, you know. But yeah, it's all coming out, and all of a sudden, you know, and who benefits? Who benefits from Americans not eating red meat? The Gates Foundation. The Gates Foundation benefits. So, your humble correspondent is having serious doubts as to the validity of their excuse that we had nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome, we have nothing to do with Lone Star tick, but yet we stand to gain billions, that's billions with a B, dollars, if America suddenly goes vegan or starts eating vegetarian meat. But it's all a coincidence, guys. I'm sure it's all a coincidence. Entertainment purposes only. I'm sure it's all a big coincidence, right? Yeah. Obviously. It's got to be a big coincidence. But we can all rest easy tonight knowing that the Gates Foundation has categorically denied that they had anything to do with the Lone Star tick. So I just thought I'd share, because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know. Stay safe out there, people.
All right, so we got to go to the playlist. We're going to go to the playlist, Todd's playlist, because I think there's another one or so that.
Well, boys and
So
girls,
that's one we
we
just
can all
watched.
relax and not get
Where's the bloody
excited
playlist?
and stay nice and calm, because the Gates Foundation. Well, boys and girls, we can all relax and not get excited and stay nice and calm.
Let's go.
Because the Gates Foundation has come.
Right here. All right. You got it.
Dudes, have you all been watching cat videos? If you haven't been, you really need to start watching cat videos. You know they're walking on two legs now, right? I mean, granted, it ain't perfect, but they're walking on two legs. I just watched a whole shitload of cat videos where they're right up on two legs, just like me and you. You better be paying attention. You really need to be paying attention. You really do. I'm telling you. Pay attention. Pay attention to these videos that's going viral, especially. But pay attention to what these cat videos, dog videos, animal videos. But I mean, you know, I'm sitting there watching these videos, and these cats are on two legs, man. You know, might want to pay attention to that. Just saying. There might be a quiz later. Because I'm telling you, cats ain't supposed to be walking on two legs. And these motherfuckers are jumping around on two legs like it ain't shit. So, just thought I'd let you know. Because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know. Right? Yeah. See ya. Peace. Well, folks, I said if I got the chance that I would go to the Buc-ee's.
I'm sure there's more in here that we haven't seen, but you know what? I think I'm Vonhelton out for this evening. But I do appreciate the efforts of Fat Photog and Todd for capturing these. We'll have to go through and make sure we caught everything. But I think I'm Vonhelton for this evening, folks, and I want to thank everybody for joining me. Like I said, I do want to leave on a banger note because I do actually want someone to make me a video for this because I'm too lazy to make a video. So this is just a hobby I have. It's nothing professional or nothing that I do. I just, recently have been inspired to blow the dust off some of my like MIDI stuff, and I've been making these weird kind of songs. And again, just for fun. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. But what I do know is this one needs what it needs, folks. It needs a gritty, grainy, damaged film, analog, propaganda, flashing occult symbols, VHS, 1980s, Ronald Reagan, just some crazy brainwashing video to go with this song. I call it a song. And just for the record though, even though I do this for fun, I do want to make this very abundantly clear to everybody. When I say I'm, quote, making these songs, I'm not, and I want to be clear, these are not AI generated. And these are not just me going over to BandLab and moving a bunch of loops around. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using third-party loops and stuff. But I just want to be known for the vast majority of what you're hearing, I'm programming or actually playing the parts. So, that, of course, there is a time and place I'll use a loop or maybe edit it or something like that and add it in if it works. Or maybe it's a loop of me playing, and I do stuff like that because it's electronic music. But just so when I say it, I do mean I'm actually making this stuff. Good or bad, I'm not saying that makes it good. It's just weird. And this one, like I said, I don't know what it is. And all I know is I was really high the other night. And I was watching a David Koresh sermon because, of course, that's what normal people do when they're sitting around high. And I was inspired to do this. And for some reason, I stayed up all night and I made this crazy thing. And this is what came out. I'm going to actually play it over from BandLab because I do have an account because I use Cakewalk. Let's pull it over. And believe it or not, folks, not just, just between me and the fence post, what I think is really crazy is one of my songs actually got cleared on Spotify. It's officially released on Spotify. I can't believe that. But it's, yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. This one I just put out is kind of weird. They're all different. This Bridge from Beyond is pretty freaky. It's, about a supposed true story of a dude who died in 1974, but left phone messages on people's machine in 1994. Todd, you'd hate it because it would drive your ears nuts because it's like liminal and weird, and I purposely like make the synths analog and go out of tune and stuff. It's in C# minor, but it's pretty blurry. But this is the one here. This is the one here inspired by David Koresh and some of the Mooney survivors. And Fat Photog, if you're listening, I think this is right up your alley. Folks, we're going to close it out on this. Thanks for coming, thumbs it up, all that stuff. Let's end it on a high note, I guess. There we go, folks.
I started getting almost euphoric. By the second day already, I was feeling this type of high. Hey, I'm really fascinated about this group, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I was intrigued, almost sort of drawn in, and I had to find out what they were about. Death, murder, killing. That's religion.
Look, I'm
sure that everyone that didn't know what they were doing, who loved Christ, because he was looking upon the cross, are going to benefit from the statement, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. Murder, killing. That's religion. You don't need a revelation of men. Here's a revelation that God has already wrapped up in his right hand, a book sealed with seven seals. Mighty angel questions all of heaven. Who was worthy to open it? How come religion's not weeping? Here's a revelation of Christ nobody knows.
And there would be a lot of intensity on their part, saying, please, God, let her feel you and come to her, and I pray that she will have this experience. So there was all this suggestion that I should feel God, and everyone else seemed to feel God, so it was, I thought, well, it's got to happen sometime. And during this prayer, I just broke down and I cried for, I don't know, it was a long, long time, and everything went black, and it was just like a breakdown of everything. And I did feel something, and I interpreted it as being God.
Person, I enjoy my solitude, and I hadn't had it for a while, and it was starting to bother me.
Even when I tried to go to the washroom and close the door and try to critically think about it, someone would come in and, oh, hi, how are you doing? And it was very difficult to say no, get away from me, because they were so nice and loving. By the end of the weekend, each lecture got a little more serious, more bizarre, and more into religious principles. And by the last lecture, which was on the third day, I was told that Christ had returned. He was back on earth, and that all these amazing people, and the reason for all this happiness and euphoria and love that I felt was because these were specially chosen people who were doing the work of God.
All right, that's the workings of a madman right there, folks. I don't know what the hell. I don't even remember what I was on when I did it. But I do appreciate you guys sitting through it. I don't know what the hell it is. It's just a bunch of weird shit that I put together one night. What the hell, since we're here, because we're doing creepy stuff, I'm going to play the one about the guy that died. So we'll leave on this one. It's a short one, but it gets kind of blurry and weird and abstract, and it's more ambient. But, I don't know. This is what I do when I'm bored, I guess. Folks, we'll leave on this one. Let's do it. This one's fresh, folks.
affected by this meeting. Thank you very much for all the work you did. We're very proud and honored that we could contact you. I must interrupt now.